My name is Curtis Hutchinson with Hutchinson Oil Company, and I'm the VP of Fuels. Hutchinson Oil Company was started in 1969. Today we operate 20 convenience stores, 2 restaurants, and a grocery store. So we had a routine schedule where a team member would go pen and paper and check the thermometers in each of our refrigerated cases. And we depended on team members to read the thermometers correctly and depended on the thermometers to be working accurately. So with these input sensors, we're tracking anywhere from 20 to 30 units per location. In the deli, we're tracking our walk-ins. In the storefront, we're tracking our walk-ins as well as our open-air coolers, ice cream freezers, produce coolers. And what this has allowed us to do is look at our defrost times. If they're not functioning properly, adjust those if they're not on the current schedule we need them to be. And also, it gives us insight to issues that we weren't currently able to see just by manually tracking temperatures. So before sensors were installed, all we had was a date and time stamp and the current temperature. Today, with the sensors, we have a graph of temperatures over a certain time period, which allows us to see when that unit is going into defrost mode, how long that defrost mode is going into, and it really allows my maintenance department to be proactive rather than reactive. So setting up the sensors is very simple. With our first location, I actually took the gateway and sensors and set it up myself. And if I'm able to set it up a location, anybody out there is going to be able to set up a location. From there, my maintenance department took it and ran with it and was able to install numerous sites in one day. Before, we were spending a lot of time and labor manually checking these thermometers. With these input sensors, we are able to take that labor back into other processes within the store and allowing them to free up some of that labor. And really taking our store personnel out of the maintenance issues of our refrigerated cases and really pushing that directly to our maintenance department. So since we implemented sensors, our district managers also get alerts on out of variance sensors, which allows them to follow up with our maintenance department, allows them to follow up with store personnel, and just let them be more informed of what is happening in their stores, and allows them to be able to take responsibility of getting that unit back up and working after an alarm is triggered. So with my maintenance department, they are able to see the trends of each unit, whether it be the defrost. Before, if we were taking a manual temperature during a defrost period, we would be physically going to check that unit because it was out of the specs that we have. Today, we get an alert if it goes out of that range, but we're able to determine that it was during a defrost event where we won't send our maintenance department out to check that. We're also able to take away key trends from these units and adjust those units to optimize the defrost cycles. We had a power outage here locally, and we're able to determine what that case temperature was at the time we got there. So we were able to know whether that food was still savable or whether that food needed to be disposed of. Really, I would say it's a must for us, for Hutchinson Oil going forward. Since implementing, our maintenance team it's the first thing they want to implement is the temperature sensors. It saves them time, it saves them money, and also gives them invaluable insight into those units they're working on. What I would tell somebody that's considering these input sensors is, look at the amount of time your maintenance department's spending on trips that aren't needed. Look at the amount of time and capital you're spending on your current units. And that would greatly decrease by implementing these input sensors, as well as the support and the implementation with input was very easy.